even if I touch a meal. And do it through the pain, I don't need the pain. And life won't get me down, but it won't break my will. Cause I've been chasing this so long, I can't give up. I won't give in, been through too much. I done prayed for the money, I done prayed for the fame. I done prayed that I will make a sacrifice and play this game. I done prayed that my life would never be the same. I done prayed that I will make it bring glory to my name.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Guardians of the 615. I want to start the pod with an announcement. We are approaching our 200th episode. What that means is we're doing a giveaway. I'm going to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, however you want it. $50. I want to do 200. I can't afford 200 right now. $50 for our giveaway on episode 200, episode 199. This is 199, episode 199 and 200. All you got to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel and comment any comment you want. All you got to do is comment between this episode 200, and we will announce the winner on episode 201. That's all you got to do. Follow the YouTube channel, comment on this video or episode 200, either or. Commenting more than once doesn't give you a better advantage. I'm just going to put everybody's name into a random name picker, and I'm just going to randomly pick a name through like a online thing. So one comment is all you really need. I'm going to keep track of everybody's names. For your chance to win a free $50, send it to you however you want it. Cash App, Venmo,
Nice.
PayPal, Zelle. All you do is subscribe. And when I pick the winner, you will have to show a screenshot that you subscribed just to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. That's what we're going to do for our 200th episode, going on 5 years of Guardians of 615. We started in 2020 or 21. Yeah, 5 years. In August, it'd be 5 years. But August 2020 is when we started. We're going on 5 crazy years of shit talk. So
wild.
I'm going to clip this up and I'm going to post it. So you guys, $50. You don't have to buy nothing. Just subscribe, comment for your chance to win. All right. Well,
200 episodes. Wow.
I know, dude. 200 episodes. We are in it. Hopefully, I hope we get to that 1,000 episode mark, which is gonna be tough doing one a week. Remember, we used to do like 2. Did we ever do? Was it 3? It wasn't 3 a week, but we used to do 2 a week, didn't we?
I don't recall ever doing 2 since I joined. It was always once.
Calvin, did we ever do? Huh?
We did at one point.
Yeah, we were doing 2 a week.
Maybe we did. Maybe we.
It was a while ago. We've only done 1 a week for a few years now. I think in year 1 or 2, we were doing 2 a week at one point. So eventually we'll get to 1,000, but it's gonna take us a minute. Obviously,
We can get to 1,000. It's gonna be old farts.
Yeah, we'd be all gray, but it's dope. I looked on. Speaking of just the Ivy Talks podcast network as a whole, because I know I don't have. Because at first we were just on the podcast. I didn't have any YouTube stuff. And then we were doing that Anchor app, where we were like just voice calling in. And then Mitch had that. You said what?
That was so ass.
Oh, dude, yeah, because then there was like a delay. Some people were like, the voices was delayed because like service or whatever. And then Mitch had a great idea of like, why don't we just do a Zoom and you can record? I didn't know how this is like when Zoom was like first kind of started, first got big. And I was like, I don't know how to use Zoom, so I didn't know you could like screen record and all that stuff. So why don't you screen record and we just zoom in the pods? And I was like, oh my God, that's brilliant. And then now like Spotify supports video. So like there's video of it as well as just the audio and then just uploading to YouTube. But now it's obviously a lot better. But I don't have every episode on the YouTube because I wasn't able to get all those episodes to put on YouTube. But the network as a whole has 431 different episodes between Guardians 615. I have 172 on YouTube. So we're 170. So we're missing a good chunk from the infancy of the pod. Uncle Strib has 63 episodes, which I don't have all the Uncle Stribs. It was originally called Ivy Talks. That's where Ivy Talks podcast came from. But I renamed it to Uncle Strib. That has 63, but I'm on episode 75. I record tomorrow, episode 75. NBA coverage has 40 episodes. All of those are on YouTube. NFL coverage has 42 episodes. WNBA coverage has 19 episodes. And I just finished season 2 of the NFL coverage. This is currently season 2 of the NBA coverage, and season 2 of the WNBA coverage starts up when their season starts. So a lot of sports coverage and shit talk going on here at Ivy Talks Podcast Network.
Grinding.
So we're doing the damn thing, dude.
Grinders. Bunch of grinders.
Literally. But what y'all been up to? How's work and life and whatever stuff y'all got going on? Anything crazy?
No, same old over here.
Yeah,
Same.
pretty much the same here.
Y'all got any like plans coming up for the summer maybe, or anything special?
I don't got a damn thing planned.
Yeah, a little bit. My brother-in-law gets married last day of May, so that's basically a month away. And then we're going to Virginia this summer and DC, Washington, DC. I'm for vacation. Never been to Washington, D.C., so I wanted to go, and so we're going.
It's expensive as fuck.
Is it?
Really?
Yes.
Damn. So you're saying I'm going to be paying out the ass to see shit?
I mean, to eat and everything, like, yeah.
Damn. That's
It's just,
disappointing.
dude, it's just like I don't even know what other like city to compare it to be honest. Man, it can damn near be on Miami level, but not like the Miami life.
What?
Like, bro, like it's expensive, bro.
Like eating? That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Dang.
Like the cost of living there is a lot.
Yeah, that's true. Other than that, I ain't got shit going on this summer.
I never have shit going on anymore, bro. I just be chilling.
What about you, Finis?
I'm trying to think. Did I whoa, what did I just do? I don't know
Yeah,
if I
she
mentioned
started it. Yeah, she started this.
What? Yeah, no.
From last podcast. I'm like, yes, Fires, you started it, bro. I see the thing.
I was looking at my video filters. I was gonna try to put a thing on, but I don't know if I mentioned I'm going to Alaska this summer for a conference. But the planning of that had been wild. So like last week there was like all these deadlines coming up, and so the way it works when you do it, I'm sure y'all might, if y'all ever traveled for work, and I'm sure it's similar, but like when you're going as a group and the department's paying for it, you kind of have to do things as a group. So like there's 9 of us going. And so you have to submit all these forms because we're traveling together as a group. So UTSA gets our forms together in a group, and you got to like sign this release form. Basically, if something happens, UTA is not reliable, this whatever, the usual. And then we're all staying at the same hotel, so we have to book, and we're all flying together. So all of that's booked through the university, not individually. And so like abstracts are due, I believe, on the 10th of April, which, I did that earlier. Registration. So there's early registration. There's early registration, register early. It's cheaper than waiting till the normal registration. So like last week on Monday, Tuesday was the last day to register for the early bird registration. So on Monday, I was trying to get registered. So you go like to the front office and they like register under the university card. And so you have to know where your funding's coming from because, if you're getting funding to travel, the UTSA, basically there's like pots of money that UTSA can pull from that's set aside for students to travel to conferences. And then as well as if you're getting funding, they got to know where money's coming in when money's coming out. So like I had to know that. I didn't know that. I had to figure that out. And then the hotel we were going to stay at was going to be the hotel for the convention center. So it was going to be like a 2-minute walk to the convention center back and forth from the hotel, which is ideal because these things are all day. So like there's going to be times you have like an hour break in between different talks presentations. You want to be able to just go back to your hotel room and like take a nap or relax, and then you can go back. Versus one conference we stayed, it was like a 25-minute walk to the conference. So when you do that, you don't have to go back and forth. That's like an hour walk there and back. So, you know, you kind of just get there and then you're just there all day. So by the end of the day, you're exhausted. So the hotel we were going to stay at, all the rooms got booked. Then we had a plan B hotel. All the rooms for that hotel got booked. So now we were like, okay, we need to hurry up and get the hotel booked because it's in Anchorage. So these places are it's the largest conference for astrophysicists in the country. I believe in the country. I know, well, in the country for sure. It might be in the world, but it's the largest gathering of astronomers and astrophysicists. So it's a big conference, usually like thousands of people there. And so in a small city like Anchorage, that stuff gets booked up, especially downtown by the convention center. Those spots get booked up because nobody wants to Uber back and forth 2 or 3 times a day. So basically, I got registered and had to figure out what my money was. So I'm sending out emails left and right, got that figured out. Then I had to send in my stuff to get to get the flights booked. And then since my supervisor's not going, we're having to like kind of book the stuff ourselves. So I found the hotel we're going to stay at, got the information, had to send it to one of our front desk ladies, and like the administration. So had to send her the information. So she got it booked for all of us. We had to get 4 rooms, this, that, and the third. And submitted my abstract. Like it was so much stuff because like these deadlines were coming up. But it was we got it figured out. But outside of that, the only plans I like have are like I know in late May I'm gonna go to Houston to hang out with my buddy Xavier for a few days just cause, and that's pretty much it. And then I'm gonna be in Nashville probably late July, early August for a week before semester starts back up, which I'll obviously drive for that. So I'll be in Nashville then. That's pretty much it that I have planned. So yeah.
Feel that. Alaska, that's crazy. That they couldn't pick a more like centralized location.
Yeah, well, it's a different place every year. I kind of like how they do it though. They jump around. They try to pick, cities that are kind of lit. Because I know, like, where was it last? So there's 2 a year. There's one in the summer, one in the winter. The winter one, I think it was up north somewhere. It might have been like Montana or New Jersey. I don't remember, but it was somewhere up north.
God, that was a way tense on the side,
bro. In the winter, bro. And so, schools like UTSA, which are, we're like, again, like a mid-major school. So it's not like huge university. We don't have like tons of money to just send people all the time. Right. So my supervisor was like, so here's the deal. There's one in the winter and the one in the summer's in Alaska. And she was like, I assume everybody wants to go to Alaska. And everybody's like, of course. Like, who doesn't want the opportunity to have a trip paid for to go to Alaska? So basically, everybody 4 went going to, or I think a couple people went to the one in the summer or in the winter. But most people said, okay, I'll forego going to the winter one because I want to go to the one in Alaska in the summer because we couldn't go to both, if that makes sense. So,
right.
So yeah, it was because we had one in Pasadena, California. There was one in Albuquerque, New Mexico that I went to. This one's in Alaska. I think there might have been one other one. I don't know. I think there was one other one I went to. Pasadena, New Mexico. Oh, and New Orleans.
There you go.
The New Orleans was the last one I went to, which was, I think, the summer last year, I think. But yeah, it's all over the place, but it's kind of cool because you get to visit these cities that I had never been. When we went to the Pasadena one, that's the furthest west I've ever been. My first time in the state of California. Flew into LAX, so I was a little nervous because you hear the horror stories about LAX. Wasn't that bad. Then we took the bus all the way to Pasadena. It was like 45 minutes outside of LA.
What you mean the horror stories?
Where you just hear like you hear about the big airports, how like they're super complicated, and dude, to go from one side of the airport to the other could take a long time. So if you got like a layover, you're just nervous because you hear about these horror stories, how complicated it is. And it's just such a big airport. Because San Antonio's airport is small, dude. I can go from one side of the airport to the other in like a 10-minute walk. And that's me just like taking my time, 10
That's
minutes.
kind of
Maybe
how
not even 10 minutes, like 5.
that's how Atlanta is because they got the damn subways.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Like in San Antonio, it's a straight shot. Like you can literally stay on one side and you can see the other side of the airport just looking. Like you don't have to take transit anywhere. At least the last time I flew. Apparently they're doing construction and they're making it bigger. So I think they're adding on a terminal that you're gonna have to take a bus to. But I fly.
Sounds like Nashville.
Yeah, they got it to where like all the main ones are in the main terminal, like Southwest, American, United, et cetera, et cetera.
Dog, Nashville is so fucking nice now.
Yeah, every time I fly in, I'm like,
dude, it's
holy
crazy how nice that son of a bitch is now.
Yeah.
It's like top of the line shit. And I like how like like a lot of airports they'll just have like chain restaurants in there and stuff like
Yeah.
not Nashville, bro. All that shit's like local restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like Princess Hot Chicken, Hattie B's.
I was gonna say, I think I saw. Yeah,
They got Tootsies in there. They got shit from the Predators and the Titans and all this other shit.
Yeah,
They got a bunch of like local spots in there. I was like, damn, that's pretty dope.
yeah. Airports. Honestly, the
I love
vibe
going
of
to airports, bro.
you said what?
I love going to airports, bro. Just flying, just in general, just to go to different airports and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, it is cool.
It's
I
dope.
hate the process of airports. I hate
Bro,
it.
have y'all been to Miami's airport lately?
No.
I've never been to Miami.
So, bro, I went one time. I went for when I went to Rolling Loud, and then when I went to Miami for a bachelor trip. That shit is. It used to be a piece of shit. Like it smelled bad,
like Nashville.
awful, dude. It used to be dog shit, bro.
Yep.
Somebody went the other day, probably like a few weeks ago, and they sent me a picture, and they said, "Yeah, man, I went to the Miami airport, and it looks like all this like futuristic shit." I said, "That's not the Miami airport. You're lying." And they like dropped their location to me, and I was like, "When did they renovate that shit?" First thing, how they threw that shit up quick. Then, by the way,
That's how Nashville was, bro.
I mean, within a year and a half, though.
Not that quick, but like that. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It was just a dump.
Yeah.
I've never flown into Miami. I've flown into Fort Lauderdale before, and Fort Lauderdale was nice. It was a nice airport.
Yeah,
it's kind of like what you just said, Fives, like San Antonio. Like there was no transit or anything. It was small, but it was a nice airport.
But it's packed though, bro.
Oh, like, dude, it was so slam. Fort Lauderdale was so
ridiculous. It's so much cheaper to fly in to Fort Lauderdale than Miami. And so many people do that and just take an Uber.
Yep.
How far is that from Miami?
Like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing. They're literally sitting on each other. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, to be honest.
It is weird because Miami is like so well known, right? And I guess Fort Lauderdale's starting to come up and people are starting but Fort Lauderdale's like good sized city too for itself. Like it's just weird that they have these two areas. I guess it's kind of like Dallas and Fort Worth per se. Like Dallas is the big boy, right? But Fort Worth is there and everybody knows about it. So
yeah.
That's kind of like how like I compare it to like Nashville and then it's like Williamson County. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
not like airport wise, but like just like kind of like a little city next to each other.
Yeah. I honestly, dude, if airport foods and restaurants weren't so overpriced, I would actually think I would enjoy the vibe of an airport.
Yeah.
It's just when I fly, I get anxious because when I fly, I try not to eat because it's so well. Now I'm kind of doing better because, bro, I've been budgeting my ass off, so I got a little more money in my pocket. So now if I do fly, I will because my whole existence is centered around like eating and my fitness. Calories, I take all that stuff so seriously. So literally when I fly, I'm like, okay, I got a layover in Dallas. So I'm going to eat breakfast before I leave. I'm going to get to San Antonio. And when I get to Dallas, I'm going to find somewhere to eat. Like all of this and that. So prior to
do be fucking doing that shit too.
You said what?
You do be doing that shit.
Bro, it
Going to
used to
the
be.
airport, he's like, "Hey, bro, I got these Skittles. Like, I got these." And
Ah,
I'd be like, "What the fuck, bro? Just get the damn shit." He's like, "Nah, bro, I gotta prioritize."
Bro,
Like, oh
I
my
just get something
god.
that I just get something high sugar just so because like if you eat a pack of Skittles because it's so much sugar and carbs, it kind of satiates you just a little bit to last me the flight, even though it's probably not ideal. But like beforehand, I used to be so stressed out because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna not eat for hours and hours on time. Like there was one time I flew home to Nashville, I had a layover, but I didn't eat for 10 hours. Besides like the fucking pretzels you got on the plane. Cause I just could not afford to go and just buy like a 22 or three $20 meals from the airport because it was just too
yeah.
much, dude.
You're right though, bro. They jack that shit up. Like Orlando Airport, for example, because I was just there most recently. They have a bunch of like generic chain shit in their little food court, right? So it's like Jersey Mike's, McDonald's.
Yeah.
Well, everybody was in the Jersey Mike's line. Nobody's at McDonald's. So I said, "Fuck that! I'm just gonna go get me something from McDonald's." Dog, dog. The upcharge, and they only got like 5 meal. Like
That's
they
how
don't have the
Yeah.
full menu. They
Yeah,
don't
it's
have the
half a
full
menu.
menu. And the upcharge on some of those, like a double cheeseburger, was ridiculous. I said, "Fuck that! I'm not eating this shit." I just walked away. I was like, "Not worth it."
And they don't have combos either. So if you want to get
No,
a
dog.
burger, fries, and a drink, you're paying full
It's
price for them
separate. I
separately.
know. It's like $25 by the time
Yeah.
you're
Are they
done.
allowed to do that though?
Yeah.
They do it, dude. They do it.
It's like concession stands. They're gonna up the price because they know there's nothing else to eat here. And people gotta eat, so they're gonna
Yeah.
up the price. And from a business aspect, I do understand when you have a restaurant at an airport, your overhead's gonna cost more because you have to pay to have that space at the airport, and they're probably paying a good penny, so they have to up the price of the food. So the fact that so they can basically pay their rent to be there because it's prime real estate. You have hundreds, some places, thousands and thousands of people coming in every day, every hour, and you're gonna have business being there. So the airports are gonna charge premium for you to have your restaurant there. So I do understand that, but I'm sure they're upping the price more than they really have to.
Yeah. I will say this though. I don't give a shit about
But
the
they still
upcharge at the
ask for
Voodoo.
tips though.
I don't give a shit about the upcharge at the Nashville Airport for Voodoo Donuts because them shits slap.
Oh yeah, Voodoo's good.
Slap.
The-
I don't give a fuck because they're upcharged. I get my one donut, I go sit my happy ass down and eat it and get on the plane.
Yeah, dude. I
Big ass
remember
thing.
I
I
tell
don't
you,
remember
dog.
I don't remember where I went, but I went to this burger place and I'm looking, bro. I was starving, so I was gonna get the full like burger, fries, drink. Dude, I ended up just getting a plain burger because I just was like $7 for a side of fries with a $10 burger. I was like, absolutely not. I just ate a dry burger.
It was dry too. Trash. Did they not have like condiments? You couldn't put condiments
Well,
on it?
no, I think they had like the little ketchup and mustard
Yeah.
packets, so I added that myself, but like nothing else on it, dude.
Fuck.
It was a $10 burger, just the burger. Fries were like another seven, and a drink was like another five.
I will say, I think every time I've ate at the Nashville airport, it hasn't been. I mean, yeah, it's more expensive, but it's not like
Crazy.
crazy like other airports. Like I just said, like the McDonald's at Orlando's airport, right? Because like I've of course I said about Voodoo, but I've had they have a Puckett's there that's really good. That
Yeah.
wasn't priced too bad. I've ate there, and then there's a couple other. I've had I refuse to eat hot chicken before I get on a plane. That's just you're just asking for it. So I don't get the hot chicken, but the coffee places and like they
They
have
got Party File there.
Do what?
Party File, if you ever been there before.
Yeah, I like Party Foul a lot, but I'm not like I just told Linus. I said I ain't eat no Hattie B's Party Foul or Princess Hot Chicken before I get on a fucking plane. You just asking. You are asking for problems mid-flight. Okay, you got a 4-hour flight. You better not touch it. If you got like an hour and a half, you might be all right. Anything north of 2.5 hours, you're playing with house money. I'm telling you right now.
Yo, Mark, you know what's funny about that? I think before Jordan's bachelor party when we went to Arizona, and that was
Yeah.
a straight flight, bro. We didn't have a layover at all. So that was like a straight like 4 hour flight.
Who
Bro.
got the hot chicken, Calvin?
Bro, I forgot. I want to say it was either Trevor or Kane. I can't remember.
Oh my god.
But bro, but like we
Oh,
were
oh.
fucking we were the fucking line. I can't remember who it was. I think it was fucking Trevor. I think Trevor goes like, bro, I am not well. Because like he was drinking like mimosas too. That's where he fucked up at. Like that
Oh.
that shit don't mix. So bro, so like everybody's a little tipsy and everything. Trevor just looks at everybody and goes like, guys, I am not good right now. We're like, what do you mean? He's like, dude, my stomach's in shambles. We're like, and we're like, as like we're bored, like we're the next group on. We're like, bro, you can't. There's no way you can run and take a shit then run back. Like, there's no way.
Yeah,
Because we're
shit
the
on the
last group
plane.
too. Bro, I don't know where he sat at, bro, but if he went to the bathroom, I felt bad for whoever went in after him. I felt so bad.
That is the worst, man.
And something, bro, it's something about them bathrooms. It's like when you take a shit in there, bro, it's not, you know how it lingers in some bathrooms and everything? No, that bitch sits there.
It stays
Like
there.
it sits there, bro, and it is there to stay for the whole ride.
That happened on my way down to Fort Lauderdale for my honeymoon. Like we were going to Fort Lauderdale. We booked out of Fort Lauderdale for our cruise, and we had a good boarding group, but I don't know. I like to just get away from people, so I'll go as far back as possible, and then like because everybody A1 through 15, them shits take all the front. That shit's gone.
Yeah.
So I don't, at that point, I just don't give a fuck. So I'm like, let's just get away from people.
Hold on, where do you sit at, Mark? Well, I mean, what do you fly?
Southwest.
All
For
right,
now,
continue.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, with their new policies, who knows?
Yeah, fuck them.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Because they're going to upcharge those tickets since you got to buy the seat. So like seats, like the first like 10 rows are going to be super ridiculously expensive. But yeah, no, this flight we were towards the back of the plane, and so we were at the maybe about 4 rows from the back of the plane's bathroom. Someone took a dump, dude, and every time someone would take a piss, and I ain't trying to be sexist, but our flight we had a lot of women, and so like they were pissing like every 15 minutes. I mean, they were just like it was one woman after another, just going and going and going. And every time that fucking door opened, dude, it would waft through the fucking plane. And I was just like, get me off this fucking plane. Jesus.
That's terrible.
I mean, dude, it was like clockwork. It would be a different woman every 10 to 15 minutes having to take a piss. It's like, I'm like, can y'all not fucking hold it? It's an hour and 20-minute flight. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, bro.
I be holding it, bro.
Fuck that, yeah.
Are y'all aisle seat or window seat?
Give my fat ass the aisle, dog.
I gotta stick that left leg or right leg out, bro.
I gotta have some room.
You know what pisses me off? The motherfuckers that have the audacity to lean their seat back, bro. I know you see my gargantuan giraffe legs in this fucking seat, and you got the audacity to. You got me fucked up, bro.
I'm really surprised it's even a function that you could do.
Like, bro, you hit my knees before you fully extend back. I know you feel it.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely an aisle guy. But unfortunately, it's just me and my wife traveling, and we don't have a third with us. She likes the window because she likes to like sleep up against the plane. So you can just prop her head up. So, of course, I got to sit by my wife, so I had to sit in the fucking middle. Dude, there's nothing worse than the fucking middle. And you don't even have to be that big of a fucking guy, okay? Dude, if you're just broad-shouldered enough, it's a problem. It is a problem.
Yeah, I don't consider myself that big, bro. It is a problem for me, and I got to sit like this.
Yes, dog. That's what I'm saying. And I told my wife every time, like, because you can fold up the arm rest between. I'm like, fold that fucker up right now. I'm gonna have to scoot over on top of you because I'm not bumping shoulders with a stranger like that.
Yeah.
But that seat sucks. And I don't mind the window. I've only sat the window once, but at the same time, I have a fear of heights. So seeing
Oh, you
out
don't want
sometimes ain't good.
to.
I
Yeah.
will say this, dog. When we came back from Orlando, that was some of the worst fucking turbulence I've ever experienced. Dog, I was like legit, like coming into Nashville. The first part out in Orlando was a little rough, but it was fine. And I should take that back. When we flew out, Cal, you remember a couple weeks ago when the weather was really bad? It was like a Saturday morning. We were supposed to get really bad weather. Well, we flew out that Saturday morning, March 14th, I think it was, or whatever it was. And bro, that didn't scare me. It wasn't that bumpy, but you could hear the fucking like jet stream, like the wind hitting the fucking engine. We were on the wing, and it sounded like a bomb going off. Them 120-mile-an-hour winds up in the atmosphere, just going crazy on that plane. I was like, oh, just get us above it. Come on, get it. And he did, and we were fine after that. But I'll tell you what, the crosswinds we hit coming down to land in Nashville fucked me up, dude. I was legit like, I'm watching, and we sat on the wings again, and dog, I'm not bullshitting you. They were like tilting up and down from the crosswinds.
Yeah.
My wife's sister had her window open so I could see it, and then the people directly across the aisle from us had their window open. I could see it. I'm just like, oh, sweet Jesus, just get me on the fucking ground, Jesus.
Yeah, those wings, when it's crazy wind, they bend. Like they're like.
That's what
warping.
I'm saying. I was seeing it, dog, and they were like tipping, and I was like, oh fuck me, dude. And with all the stuff going on in aviation as late, you're just back of your head, just like fuck, and and that it was bad. That was the worst I've ever experienced. That was nerve wracking, for sure. But he got us down there, obviously.
Dude, I usually don't mind turbulence. I have no problem with heights. There is one time I got nervous. We were flying. I don't remember this. I think it might have been when I was playing. We were traveling, so it might have been when like the team. I don't remember. I just know usually I almost always fall asleep on a plane. Like I have no problem falling asleep on a plane. And so, especially like, because I usually try to catch the earliest flight. So I'm usually up at like 3:30, 4 a.m. to catch my like 6 o'clock flight or whatever.
Right.
So I know that as soon as I usually fall asleep within the first minute we take off. Anyway, I remember being in the seat and we get a little turbulence. And I'm like, I know turbulence is whatever. It's a part of the deal sometimes. I ain't think none of it. So I'm not asleep because the turbulence woke me up, but I'm like kind of resting my head, getting ready to fall back asleep. Dude, I've never experienced this, but I guess there was like turbulence is just a difference in density between different pockets, right? And I guess we must have hit this fat pocket.
Oh,
it felt like the plane dropped like a good, like we dropped, it felt like 5 seconds, like a good drop.
You probably dropped 10,000 feet in that 5 seconds.
Dude.
Yeah.
Because it dropped to where I came out of like a roller coaster. I came out of my seat and I was weightless, and it was like 5 seconds, like 1, 2. So I'm like this, bro. And then the plane eventually caught itself back. I looked around like, oh, wait a minute. I ain't never experienced this before. And it's funny because like I like open my eyes, I'm looking around, everybody at the plane's like looking around at each other like, what was that? Like,
oh my God.
Literally dropped.
You felt that shit in your belly, dog.
Bro, it was, that weightless feeling like a roller coaster. And then the pilot got on.
Dog.
The pilot got on the intercom like, yeah, I'm gonna turn the seatbelt sign on, we're experiencing turbulence, this and the third. And so the rest of the trip was very bumpy. We didn't drop again, but it was like the turbulence. Dude, we landed. The pilot got on the intercom out of breath. He's like, got on. We appreciate you guys for flying Southwest. Like, out of breath. I was like, oh my God.
That boy had a workout.
I would never fly again. I would find me a rental car and drive my ass back.
Bro, you gotta think about it. You think the motherfucker's forearms and shoulders are just swole?
I don't know, dude. I see
I
some
mean, a
pretty
lot of
speed.
it's just computer, autopiloted. Now the
Bro,
problem that they run into is if they hit a hard pocket, like France just said, that's when the autopilot will disengage, and then they have to take control of that
Yeah.
motherfucker. And
So
so
he probably like it was the last
he
hour. He was
he
just
probably flew
flying
it. Yeah,
manually.
he probably
Yeah.
flew it. Yeah,
Yeah. It was
he didn't have
crazy,
auto on.
man. But you guys been keeping up with March Madness?
Of course.
What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? I was so before I get y'all's take on what's been
Finest,
going on.
I can't do the NBA coverage tonight, by the way.
All right, bet.
I can do it tomorrow though, if you want.
Okay, I'll text you after because I think I have a window we can do it.
Okay.
So we're in the Final Four. It's Auburn, Florida, Duke, Houston. Now in the Elite Eight, it was Auburn, Michigan State, Florida, Texas Tech, Duke, Alabama, Houston, Tennessee. I cannot tell you how hard I was hoping that all four teams for the Final Four would be SEC teams, but Tennessee lost and Bama lost.
Tennessee got smacked. Alabama got smacked.
Yeah. But what are y'all takes? What are y'all thinking? Who y'all think's gonna bring home the
Go
championship?
ahead, Calvin. I'll let you lead, and then I'll follow.
Hold on. So it's Florida, Texas, Houston, Duke,
Auburn.
who else? In Auburn.
Yep.
Yeah. So one of the games is literally like an SEC, Florida
Florida,
versus Auburn.
Auburn play each other. Houston, Duke play each other.
Bro, that's tough because when Duke gets hot, they get hot, but Houston just has vets and has defense. Like,
Bro,
is that
Houston's
team that has
so
always
fucking
consistently
physical.
had defense, bro? Like these past, I don't know what the coach's name is, but at least like these past 5 years, I want to say, I really want to say 8 years, but at least the past 5 years, their defense has been on fucking point, and they've been in the tournament. They've been making it in like the Elite Eight, Final Four, and everything consistently those past 5 years too, and everything. Um, bro, I think Florida got it, bro, because
I do too.
I think Florida has it because, dude, Michigan, first thing, Michigan is not a great team. I don't know how they made it that far, to be honest. They hung in there with them that first half, and obviously they pulled away the second half. Bro, Florida just has the matchups and everything just for them.
Look
Now,
what they did to Tech, dog.
that's what I'm saying. But dude,
Tech had that game won. And then
that little
Florida, whenever they want to, man, and they've done it all year.
bro,
Whenever
but
they want to get it, they
Mark,
go
that, Mark,
whatever.
that little motherfucker, Petford from Auburn, bro.
He's
When he
tough.
gets
He's tough.
hot, bro.
He's tough. He's
Oh my
good, man. He's
God,
only a
bro.
freshman too. You got well, I mean, I guess you could go pro, but I doubt it. But you at least got one more
He's
year,
going pro,
two
bro.
years.
He's going pro.
Well, I
He,
don't know if he's going pro after this year, is what I'm saying. I don't know where he is mocked. I don't know if he's a lottery pick or not.
bro, he's putting up like numbers. He can go to the league right now, though.
Oh, he's going to go to the league. I'm just saying I don't know if he's coming out
Yeah,
early, like this year or next year. He's a stud, dude. He's legit.
I'm gonna
Um,
go. I'm gonna go Houston, Florida. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Who do you think
I,
Houston beats Duke?
I could see Houston being Duke because this is what I was disappointed with Alabama in. Alabama plays a very physical brand of basketball. And the two times I've watched Duke this year, well, I've watched them play North Carolina too. I watched them play Wake and I watched them play Clemson. They barely beat Wake and they lost to Clemson. But Wake and Clemson bully balled them the whole game. I mean, just physical, dude. Roughed them up in the paint, and anytime Cooper came down the paint, they had two bodies. Bam. Houston is like the most physical team in the whole country. And they're the best defensive team in the whole country. So there's one team that you're not going to shut him down per se, but limit his ability to take over a game. Talking about Cooper Fleck, it's them for sure.
Mark, this is the thing though. It's not gonna be sweet for him because it's like, all right, you get past like the guard or whatever. Good
Dude,
luck.
they're
Good
big,
luck with the
man.
big man down there.
Yeah, they're just bullies, dude. Houston reminds me of, and obviously I wasn't alive and whatever, but when I watched film on, the um, Bad Boy Pistons, right? That's what Houston looks like to me in college form. They just fucking they're physical, they rebound and they defend, and they get their offense when they need to get their offense.
Houston
That's what
reminds
they
me
do.
of. They remind me of
What's that?
fucking Metro basketball, bro. Just fucking athletes. Just
They
fucking
are
athletes.
they are athletic.
They run the fucking floor. They play hard defense. As soon as somebody gets the rebound, bro, you got three motherfuckers out already. It's like
But on the other side, dude, Florida, man, I think Florida beats Auburn again. Dude, they can play any style of basketball. That's why they're so fucking good. They can play any style you want. They can play a physical brand of basketball if you want to play it. They could shoot you out of the gym if you want to play up and down.
I think that's where they beat Houston at though, if we're being honest.
Oh yeah, Florida can hit 18 threes, dog. Like it's nothing. They can hit 23s in a game like it's nothing. I mean, Tech, I'm gonna be honest, I watched that whole game and Tech had them beat. I mean, had them. And then Florida finally started playing Florida basketball in that last 4 minutes, and it was over. I mean, they went on a 18-4 run. Tech could not stop them. Could not stop them. Just could not stop them.
All right. So let me throw some context at you guys. So I'm looking at the matchup, Florida-Auburn. Florida is a favorite by 145. Let me go over the team stats where Florida is top 10. Points per game, they're third. And rebounds, they're second. Offensive rating, they're sixth. And in offensive rebounds, they're sixth. Sorry, offensive rating, they're third. Defensive, that's 30. And then they're polyagreements, whatever, they're third. Auburn, they're top 10 in turnovers, or they're ninth in turnovers, which is in the offensive rating, they're fifth. Now going to Duke, where they're top 10, points per game, they're top 10, field goal percentage, they're sixth, points per game, they're ninth, to be specific. And their turnovers, they're tied ninth. True shooting percentage, they're first. Offensive rating, they're first. Defensive rating, they're fourth. And for Houston, top 10, they are tied fourth in three-point percentage. They are tied third for turnovers. And by turnovers, the least amount of turnovers per game. And defensive rating, they're second. Do you think these two games are close? Do you think we get pretty consistent close games, or do you think?
Yes.
I think you get close games. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're talking Final Four basketball here.
I don't think it's going to be a game where they win by 10 points, but if it is, it's going to just be from like fouling and shit like that.
It'd be by the end, just getting the free throws.
Realistically, it's probably going to be like a real win by like 4 or 6 points, to be honest.
Yeah.
So
the only game I could see that might get double digits would be Florida-Auburn, and it'd be Florida's favor. Because Auburn really don't blow anybody out.
Yeah, that's true.
They're really good, but they don't really just sit there and blow you out. But like Florida, on the other hand, they will blow you out.
Yeah.
I mean, them dudes can fucking shoot, man.
Now, guys, Calvin, you were here last week, right? Yeah. So, Mark, I'm trying to bring some interactive trivia and different games to the pod. And so week, last week we had trivia that Calvin killed. He crushed it. And we got some trivia this time. And so it's just going to be set up where you and Calvin are going to be a team, and you're going to try to answer as many of these questions right as possible. I have 20 questions, but they're all fitness related. Okay.
Oh God.
Some of these are pretty easy. I wish I had a pen and paper. Actually, hang on. So I want to see out of 20 how many y'all can get right. Okay. So we're going to do this by committee. So both of y'all working together. Y'all can deliberate. I'll try to, if you want hints, I'll give you 2 hints per question. Obviously, if I can give to some of these, after the first hint, it's just going to give it away. So I might not have 2 hints. And you'll have to lock in your final answer. All right. So I will ask you, is that y'all's final answer? Lock it in, and then we'll go over if you get it right or not. So 20 questions. Let me find it. There we go. All right. Are we ready?
Yes.
All right. Again, fitness related trivia questions, 20 questions. Let's rock through these. Question 1. What does the acronym HIT stand for?
Say that again.
What does the acronym HIT, HIIT, stand for?
A high intensity.
I have no idea, Calvin. Saw you.
I don't know the last 2.
One of the hints is those 2 are correct. What are the last 2?
That's not a hit, bro. That's just saying you're on the right track. They ain't no fucking hit.
Would you like your second hint?
Yeah.
The second hint, the T stands for training. You need 1 word.
High intensity training tracker.
No, it's 2 I's. HIIT. High intensity blank training.
Inclusive?
Is that your final answer?
No. Is it?
It's this. I'll give you another hint. The first one wasn't technically a hint. And it's not much of a hint because it probably won't help much. But for basketball, track, training, things like that, this is a training that's geared more towards that explosive type of movements in short spans of time.
Incline?
Is that your final answer?
I don't know, bro.
We got to lock in an answer.
Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
It is high intensity interval training.
How the hell am I supposed to get interval? Like, Mark, how am I supposed to get that?
We're good. Hey, we got plenty of questions. All right.
I'm not going to get 1 answer, Calvin.
Yes, you will. What muscle group is predominantly worked by squats?
Quads?
Is that your final answer?
Worked by what? What was the question?
What muscle group is primarily worked or predominantly worked by squats?
Glutes?
You want to deliberate. It's a team. They're on the same team.
Calvin?
No Googling.
I'm not Googling. I'm texting.
Quads or glutes?
I'm going to go quads, bro.
We'll go quads.
Final answer?
Lock it in, Calvin.
Yeah.
Correct.
Haha.
Quads. There we go. All right. Question 3. How many calories are approximately in 1 pound of fat?
1 pound.
Another way to think of it is how many calories do you have to burn to equate to 1 pound of fat?
What do you think, Calvin? 1,200?
Hold on. Say that again.
How many calories are approximately 1 pound of fat?
12 or 1,600? What do you think, Calvin?
I'm going to go 12. Let's go 12, Mark.
Locked in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is 3,500 calories is equivalent to 1 pound of fat.
What?
Yes, sir.
So what you're saying is if you gain a pound in a day, you've ate over 3,500 calories?
Yes, theoretically.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Now,
I've had a lot of those days.
what is the primary function of protein in muscle building?
A primary protein? Is that what you said?
The primary function of protein in muscle building. And if you're close enough, I'll give this one to you.
The
Is it
primary what?
Is it
What is the
repair?
primary function of protein in muscle?
Is it repairing the muscle, Calvin? You should know this, Calvin. I don't have a
repairing
problem.
like the damaged tissue or something. Like it's
Yeah, like it's
along the
repairing
lines of
something,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Are we locking in?
Yeah, sure.
Correct. Repair and growth of muscle tissue, but since you said repair, that's close enough. I will give that to you because you have to repair the muscle for it to grow. So there we go. We got 2 on the board. All right. What vitamin is mainly synthesized when your skin is exposed to sunlight?
What vitamin? Ha ha ha. You gotta be D.
Yeah.
Locked in?
Yes, sir.
That is correct. Vitamin D.
Ha 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 ha.
All right, we got a true or false.
I
True
give
or
her the
false?
D. No, I'm playing.
True or false?
Get your vitamin D with Sunny D.
Okay.
He's no.
I will caveat this one. It's kind of a trick question. So depending on how you answer, I might be lenient. But true or false? Cardio should always be done before weight training.
No.
False. Yeah.
We lock it in?
Lock it in. Yeah.
That is correct. Now, the answer is it depends, but it doesn't always have to be done before. It
I
depends
feel
on your,
like you do cardio before your workout, you're not going to have any stamina to do your workout.
well, yeah. And again, it depends on your goals, but yeah, the fact that the word always is in there makes it false. It depends. Some people you should, some people you shouldn't, depending on what you're trying
I
to
know
do.
I wouldn't have the stamina to do a full-fledged workout after a cardio session. No chance.
All righty, we're on question 7. What does BMI stand for?
Body mass index. Is that
Yes,
right,
sir.
Calvin?
Lock that motherfucker in.
Yes, sir. We are on a roll. That is correct.
When you're a fatty like me, you get to learn about your BMI real fast.
Now, what I will say is I have a lot of gripes and have a lot of problems with the BMI index to begin with as a whole, but that's what it stands for. I'm actually against BMI because all it is your height and weight. It doesn't factor in your body composition. So that's the conversation for another day. But yes, that is the correct answer.
True.
Which macronutrient is the body's preferred source of energy?
Carbs? Is this a trick
Yeah.
question?
Yeah.
It's not a trick question.
The carbohydrates?
Are we lock it in?
Yeah.
That is correct. Carbohydrates is the primary source of energy for the body. All right. We're getting a little new one. We're getting into the weeds of it. Deadlift mainly targets which muscle group? There's 2 answers. So if you get one of them, I will count it as a win.
Is it lower back's one, right?
I'm gonna say hamstrings.
Hammies, yeah.
Hammies. I low key want to say glutes.
It could be glutes. I
I
thought it
want to say
targeted.
low key glutes, like depending on how like you're like the way you lift it and everything, or
Okay,
what you
lock
bench.
that in. I thought it was lower back, but you can
I was gonna go hamstrings and glutes.
lock that in. It sounds good to me.
Which we're doing hamstring and glutes, or we're just doing hamstrings, or we're just doing glutes?
I thought you said there's 2 though.
There
So
is, but there's 2.
So if there's 2, then can I not answer? Give you 2.
No, that's what I'm asking. Which one are you locking in? Both of them?
Mark, you want to lock in both?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So I will give this to you on a technicality. The answer is primarily hamstring and lower back. So y'all were both right initially.
Okay.
Glutes, kind of yes, but the primary muscle group is hamstring, lower back. But since you had hamstring in there, I will give it to you.
About to say, because there was ample times I've deadlifted where I could not feel my fucking lower back when I was done.
Yes. All right. We are at question 10. We have 7 answered. What is the term for the number of times you perform a complete movement in an exercise?
A rep.
Say that again.
What is the term for the number of times you perform a complete movement in an exercise?
Rep?
Are we locking that in?
What do you think, Kevin?
Yeah.
That is correct. Repetition. There we go. This one's tough. Which mineral is most important for muscle contraction?
Oh, fuck.
Mineral?
Yes.
I was going to say something stupid like iron or something.
I'm about to say some stupid shit like salt or soda.
Hey,
He made a face. It might be it. He made a face. Lock it in, Mark. Lock it
what?
in.
Locking what?
Salt, sodium. Is that a mineral, my nigga?
Yeah, it might
You
be.
can say that.
Sodium. Final answer.
Lock it in. Lock it in salt.
Yeah.
It is not salt. It is calcium.
Duh.
Oh.
Jesus.
All right. Number
I thought
12.
Yeah,
for some
we
reason,
screwed the
that's a trick
pooch on that
question.
one. I feel like a jackass not saying that. Damn. Duh.
All right. Name the big three compound lifts.
Shit. I don't even know what a compound lift is.
Squat, deadlift, bench press.
Are we locking that in?
You want to lock it in, Mark?
Go ahead. I don't know what a compound lift is. I just lift. I don't have a fucking clue.
Compound is where it hits is multiple like muscles in the workout, not
Okay.
just isolation.
Yeah, go for it.
All righty. That is correct. The big three: bench press, squat, deadlift. There we go. All right. Almost there. What does the term cutting mean when in bodybuilding?
Weight
You're
loss.
not eating
Yeah.
as much calories as you used to.
Yeah, you're cutting calories. Weight loss.
So yes, but I need you to be a little more specific. What does the term
Calorie
cutting mean?
deficiency.
Calorie
deficiency. Or is that the right word? Is that
caloric? That caloric deficiency or a caloric deficit.
Yeah.
Is that what we're locking in?
Yeah. Sure.
I will give that to you on a technicality. It's reducing body fat while maintaining muscle mass. So specifically, not just cutting your calories, but you're trying to reduce body fat while keeping the muscle mass. So you're not just losing weight in general, but I will give that to you because
hard to do.
To cut, you have to restrict your carbohydrates and things like that. So I will give that to you on a technicality.
It is hard to keep your muscle mass when you're cutting.
Yes, especially if you're doing it naturally. All right. What does a pre-workout supplement usually contain for energy?
Caffeine.
Yeah.
Locking in?
Yep.
That is correct. Caffeine. All right. We have 5 questions left. Which hormone helps regulate metabolism and is known as a stress hormone? This was tough.
I have no fucking idea, Calvin.
Is it cortisol?
Oh, that's a good fucking guess.
Lock it in. I think it's that.
That is correct, Calvin.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going to get that
the reason why? You know the reason why, my boy?
Why?
Hold on. You know we stayed with the ashwagandha and everything. We stayed with that. But bro, actually got this shit. Somebody put it on. Somebody gave it to me at work. Black maca.
Your thing's blurry.
Hold on. Damn it. Black maca. You got ashwagandha in it.
Yeah.
And then Shilajit gummies.
Oh,
I've heard good things about these things.
Yeah.
And this one guy at work, he gets them a reoccurring like shipment or whatever, and I think he double booked some or double bought some.
That sucks.
He's like, bro, do you want these? I was like, hell yeah. I was like, how much you want to them? He said, for the free.
All righty. Question 16. What is the recommended daily protein intake for muscle growth?
At least your body weight.
I
Muscle
was
growth.
gonna say like 120 grams. I don't know if that's right though.
But I think, doesn't it have to depend on like the body weight and everything of the person? So I know like if you want to grow, it's like, let's say like I'm 185 or whatever. If I want to like obviously grow, I got to eat more than that. So like 200 grams of protein. Is that what you're looking for? Is that the answer?
Would you like a hint?
Yes.
It is weight dependent.
Fuck. I don't know then. I'm not even close.
It's like a rule of thumb.
Fuck, like, I mean, I guess 120, I guess. I don't know.
Would you like another hand? You get
Yeah.
two.
Excuse me.
So let me rephrase the question. What is how do I rephrase this to not give it away? So I said it's based on your weight, right?
Yeah.
What is the ratio for your weight to grams of protein you should take?
Great question, Pinus. I don't
I
know.
don't know. I
So
don't
like
know.
if you weigh, you said you weigh 180 pounds. How many grams of protein should you take as a rule of thumb for muscle growth?
As much as your body weight? Is that what you? Is this a trick question? Like, I feel like an
It's
idiot.
not a trick question.
So I feel like I respond back to you like, to grow, I would eat more than 185 grams of protein if I want to grow. Is that what you're looking for or not?
No, I'm asking for a ratio. It's like a number.
I don't fucking know. Of 1 to 2, shit, I don't know.
I don't
3
know.
to
30 your body weight. I don't know.
Which one, Calvin?
I don't fucking know.
You gotta give me one number.
I don't know. 1/2 of your body weight. I don't. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
We locking that in.
Yes, lock it in.
So you were on the right track. It's a pound. So 1 gram per pound of body weight. So if you're 185, you should try to aim for 185 grams of protein.
Holy
As
fuck.
you get heavier, and this is for muscle growth. So as you get, let's say you end up at 200 pounds, you want to try to get 200 grams of protein. That's the rule of thumb. Now the range, there's
260 grams of protein for my fat ass. Jesus.
Well, so if you're losing weight, you do it. So the thing is, Mark, if you're losing weight, you set it to your ideal weight. So if you're 250 and you're trying to get down to 200, you would just eat 200 grams of protein, but it's for the body weight you're trying to get. So it is a little different in the range. It's a range. So technically, you said half your body weight.
It's still a shit ton of protein.
Yeah, that's why like counting is like crucial. But I will say you're also right in a certain sense of half your weight in grams of protein is also a reasonable amount. But the general rule of thumb is you want to try to aim for a pound because that's just an easy math. Because if you're 200, you do 200 grams.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I was looking for one. Question 17: which cardio machine mimics the motion of stair climbing?
Stairmaster.
Stairmaster.
Lock it in.
All righty, that is correct, sir.
Yeah, stop playing with me, boy. You don't fucking do this.
All right.
Oh, I thought that was the last one, bro. I was going to do on the last one. Damn.
That was 17. We have 3 more.
Oh, I look like a total asshole.
Number 18. What is the term for muscle soreness felt 24 to 72 hours after exercising?
Fatigue. Isn't it just muscle fatigue?
Lactic acid.
Lactic acid. Yeah, there you go.
I'll give you a hint. It's an acronym. I'm looking for an acronym.
Cramp. No, it's the acronym.
What? Hey, Kobe, you know?
I don't know the acronym.
All right, new rule. If you don't
I have no idea about it. Like,
if you don't know, you can just say pass for a new rule. You just pass.
You got like a backup one or like or did
you just lose that point.
Okay, just fuck it, we lose it.
So pass it.
Yeah.
It's called DOMS, delayed
I never would have
onset
got that. What the
soreness.
fuck is that?
So delayed onset muscle soreness. So like for example, let's say you do an intense workout and the next day you're not that sore. But the day after that, you're like sore out of nowhere. That's delayed onset muscle soreness.
Like them high school days.
Yeah.
That used to suck.
So
sometimes
people,
so you know.
yeah, sometimes people say it's not the next day, it's the day after where it really gets you. That's DOMS.
That would
determine.
suck so bad because if you like you just did all legs and like lower back on a Monday, and then you did upper body Tuesday, and you came back and you had to do legs again Wednesday, your soreness hits on that Wednesday. You're trying to squat. It's just terrible.
That's why active recovery is important, because you can kind of litigate the severeness of the DOMS or sometimes prevent it if on Tuesday, even though you do your upper body on Tuesday, you could do some like stretching, maybe like a light jog to kind of get blood flow to those bodies, to your muscles, to kind of reduce the soreness.
I just use the gun, bro.
Yeah, that too. Things to just active recovery. You're actively trying to recover. All right, two more questions. Which core muscle is targeted by planks? And it's a specific core muscle. So abs is not an answer.
Abdominal.
Now, this is, I will say, kind of a trick question.
I'm not going to get the damn word right. So
it didn't have to be a specific word, but it's a trick question. So I'm asking which ab muscles are activated during planks.
I don't know. Abdominals, which is abs. I don't know. Lower abdominal. Is that a thing?
It is called transverse abdominals, or your entire core is activated. So all of it. There's not one specific.
So would abdominal just work?
I won't count it because that's a cop-out answer. But if you said all of your abs or your entire abs, that was the answer I was looking for. All right. Last question. How many essential amino acids are there?
I don't know. You take it, Calvin.
For some reason, I want to say 8. I don't know why. Lock in?
Locking in at 8?
Yeah, sure.
It is 9.
Damn!
Very close. Now, bonus question. This is worth 2 points. There are branched chain amino acids, which are 3. The essential amino acids are 9. Do you know which specific amino acid is primarily geared towards muscle building and muscle growth?
No,
just
Calvin, we've talked about this.
Honest, all the shit that we have talked about in conversations, bro. Like you think I'm gonna remember this?
You're right. So we're passing on the bonus question.
Yes. What? Yes.
It's leucine. Leucine is the primary amino acid for building muscle.
How was I supposed to get that?
I don't know.
Like, how was I supposed to Mark? Like, how's
I got to run, fellas. Little man's having a meltdown.
All right, we're about to wrap up. Y'all got 13 out of 20. It's pretty solid. But that's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. Calvin, hit them with some wisdom as we sign off.
I don't really have wisdom.
Hit him with something, bro.
Man, I don't know.
Bro, give him some tips, bro.
Man, take it day by day for a better day. Stack your bread, do what you got to do, and stay out the way. Simple as that.
Y'all heard it here. Another episode of GoT615. We'll catch you guys next week.
I'm gonna chase my dreams.